This OIFC TV adventure is brought to you by the Ocean Isle Fish Company, located on Ocean Isle Beach at the base of the bridge. Come be a part of the show and enjoy on-the-water dining while the fishing fleet offloads fresh catch daily. New sushi bar now open. The Wing and Fish Company, located on Main Street in the historic district of downtown Charlotte, providing the area's largest selection of craft beers, chicken wing flavors, and fresh seafood from the OIFC fleet. The Swamp Park in Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina, featuring an intense and challenging nature-oriented zipline and adventure park. New for 2019, Get Dirty ATV Tours. Freeman Boat Works, redefining limits. And these other fine sponsors.
Clips from each other and then pull it.
See how hot that is? Just wiggling around.
All right, folks, welcome to another edition of OIFC TV. Today, we are plowing the waters of the Gulf Stream, fishing out of Ocean Isle Beach aboard the OIFC Freeman today. We have a very special guest crew with us. First off, my first mate, show extraordinaire. We have Braden McMullen here and his bestest fishing and hunting buddy, Colin Noble, Colin's dad, Nesbitt, and then our new fishing friend, Fisher Easterling. So we have a guy on here named Fisher, so no question, we're getting ready to catch a bunch. But anyway, we're out here. It's early fall time. You can tell by the conditions it is bluebird. It's a beautiful day. We are hoping to have some success here. Our technique is we're trolling ballyhoo at about 7 knots, which is pretty traditional. We're mainly targeting wahoo. That's sort of our fall time staple fishery here in the Carolinas in the early fall. Fishing the edge of what we call the break, which is going to be structure in 150 to 250 feet of water. And that's pretty much the name of the game today. Fishing a mixture of anywhere from 30 to 80 pound tackle. Hoping to get some bites on some of the lighter stuff for these young guys to be able to handle the equipment a little easier. But this is just the name of the game here, is covering some ground, trying to locate an area that's holding fish. And then if we can get a few bites, then you really hone in and work the area. So that's the name of the game today on OIFC TV. Hopefully we'll get some rods bent for these young guys. Maybe the old farts too, get in on the action, but stay tuned. We'll see what happens. All right. We're getting crushed. We're getting eat up right now. Had a lot. No, this will be a small. We've had a lot. We probably had a half a dozen baits get cut. My personal opinion of that is that baits that get cut like that are not really generally from fish that you really cared to catch anyway. Most of the time your baits get cut like this, it's from barracudas or kingfish. Not usually wahoo, from what I've seen. Wahoo's usually pretty aggressive, and they'll at least get some of the hook, not a tail snatcher. There you go, bud. Rig her up, rig her up. You lose a bait, you rig a bait. Yeah, so this is the structure right here. Spot. Good looking spot here. 200 feet of water. Rigging a ballyhoo. You add a little bit of blood to them. That's the first step. So I use on my rigs, got a 1/2 ounce egg sinker, wire. I've got the pin on them now. That pin will eventually break off. So, but anyway, this is Monel rigging wire. So I go through the eye. I've got to go on one side of the weight, pull it tight. Then I've got to go through the eye on the other side of the weight. So I've now pinned that weight up under the midside of his gills, hold it tight, go around the pin like that, and then what I'll do is go up through, and then I need to wrap it down. So I want that wire to come right off the very dead center and end of his bill. That's what has to happen for that bait to pull straight. Just like that. That's a killer bait right there. We'll put him in the water and take a look at him here. If I hold him under the water, I don't know if you can see that, but that thing is swimming like a champion. All right. So the way that my planer setup works is I've got about 60 to 80 feet between the bait, and then this is my lead. It's going to be between my planer. Make sure we're not running into anybody. Between my planer and the bait. It's all this distance right here. And then what happens is we've got this connection in here. We've got a loop and a loop. And I'll take my planer. This is a number 12. I've got double snap on each end. And so the front connection nearest the rod, I need to take the planer, clip it in that loop. Then I take the back connection, clip it in that loop. So now the planer is riding on the line. So when it's in the water, it's going to be like that. Fish hits it, he's going to pull it back. You're going to fight the fish, and the fish comes up. You're going to unclip it here and here, pull the planer off. And an important part of this is that you have these larger wind-on guides like this, so that any of this terminal tackle can come on down through the rod without a problem. So you can wind the fish right for the boat. The planer rod easily gets 50% of the bites on the boat, easily. Not always, certainly not always desired species. Plenty of barracudas and king mackerels and amberjacks and whatever. But it is by far the most productive position. So I set the planer, set it back. And I'm just gonna bring it tight here, and you can see the amount of pressure. You wanna have a heavy, you gotta have a heavy setup for this because it's a whole lot of pressure. Probably 30, 40 pounds of drag pressure right there just to hold the planer. That's our planer setup, very effective. He's on there, but trash fish. Oh, crank him up, Colin. Got a little planer bite here. Finally. Crank that handle, Colin.
There you go, bud.
Oh, catch that daggum cuda that's been eating our baits. Come on, Colin. Turn that handle.
Release.
Here, I tell you what, hang on, let me help you. Check this out.
You're pressing.
All right, now crank it. There you go. Got her in low gear. For young Colin. We're dragging this one in. Planer bite. Planer gets bites, but usually drags fish. This fish didn't pull any drag, so probably a barracuda, I'd bet. But you never know. Bet. All right, well, we're a couple hours into our morning fishing, and it has been a slow bite. We've been missing some fish. Finally got a fish on the planer, but it really didn't take any drag, so not likely that it's a wahoo unless it's a small one. But it's definitely not started off fast and furious like I had hoped. We came out early trying to see if they bite early, but not the case, not the case. Young Colin. Somebody you turn the wheel? Yes. Keep cranking, Colin. Here you go, Brad. There you go, buddy. Put that back in that rod holder. All right, Colin. Keep her coming. So, we don't have to slow down with this gig because it didn't take enough line. Might be a king mackerel. Might be a barracuda, but it's definitely not a wahoo.
It looks like a little sea bass.
Sea bass. Sea bass. I know one thing, he's gonna have a gut full of water. I'm saying barracuda. Still fishing though, we got lines out.
Can we gas him?
You boys are full of predictions.
Yeah.
That's a blue marlin.
White box.
Here, let's back it up one rod holder, buddy. Let go for a second. All right, carry on. Whoops. Keep cranking, bud. There you go. Is that what it is? A kingfish, Braden? Sure is. The old king mackerel. Can you get that line, bud? Stay in the boat. King mackerel on the deck. Nice. Oh. Alright, we're not going to keep him. There's your catch, Colin. Congratulations, young man. Pretty fish. Not exactly what we came here to catch, but that's what's been nipping a lot of our baits off. We're going to let him go. He's got a better chance of living in the water than he does in the boat. So, all right, re-rig, re-rig. a drag puller, but the planer has got another bouncer on it. Got on a little rip right here.
I'll do half and you'll do half, okay?
When you get a Wahoo bite on that thing, they'll sing it. You'll know it. This one, ain't a Wahoo here. Another Kang mackerel. All right, good job. Now do the back half. Wind it a little bit more. All right, hold that. As long as you keep the boat moving forward here, the line will generally stay tight. I mean, I know this is a little bit of an inconvenience, but if you keep the boat moving, then the fish will generally stay tight and you'll be all right with it. All right, keep coming, Colin. All right, Bray, I get out of the way. It's you and Colin. Stick him.
Oh, hi. Nope.
No, there he is, Braden. You gotta stick him, son. Not at his tail. There he is. All right, watch out, bud. Watch the teeth. You good, bud? All right, he's all yours to bring in. Drag him back. Fall backwards. Ugh. Got him. Good job, bud. Now, what you may have missed in that, Braden leaned back and said to me, he said, my teacher said that she wanted some fish. Now, for all of you youngsters watching at home, fish for your teacher. Magic. Put me through college. Help me get to college. Braden, I'm proud of you, son. Proud of you. Got a Wahoo. Whoa! Planer bite. Planer bite. Hang on, let it go. That's a Wahoo bite. Woo! Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Oh, is he gone? Oh, no. No, he's still there. He's there. Hang on, let it be. Dude. Oh. Oh, come on. He's still there. Oh, his fish is going nuts. We want to keep this fish just swimming right at us, which is what we're doing. It's almost like we break their spirit right there at the beginning when they make those long runs. Nah, we're good, man. I think if you can get that fish to stay on and get him coming behind you through that initial absolute just tear out of here, and you got a good chance. He should be whipped. We survived the beginning. Now we just got to get him to us. All right, Brayden, get the gaff out, buddy. Get the mark tacky.
Do it. Oh.
He just came off. Oh, we lost that Wahoo right there beside the boat. That stinks. That stinks right there, boys. We did it all. We had it all. Still got the hook, still got everything. Pulled him off right there. Okay, we did everything but get the result. Yeah, got him on, boys. Got a Wahoo on. Don't stop, Nesbitt. Crank, 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 crank. That's a Wahoo. All right, you can get him.
You want to get this one in, Dad?
Ooh.
Daddy, you want
Yeah, you start cranking that one in. All right, boys, we have got a good bite. right, Ned, you're gonna have to,
It's a bucket. No. And crank it to the top of the bottom. Look, you get this one in.
we're good. We're good. All right, we got Fisher on the rod here. We finally got a big bite. That was on the long line, the shotgun. Now the trick is to fish a long way out. This is where things go bad. We lose the fish. It's heartbreaking. Hopefully we've settled him in. So when we get a fish on and he takes off, we get the one that takes this much line, your chances go way down catching the fish. Maybe, I mean, acting like a big fish the way he's just gone out there and sat down now. But typically we keep the boat moving forward, so we're not able to gain any line. So I'm gonna kind of turn to the side, kind of drive beside him a little bit. We've got hundreds of yards of line out. You can turn that clicker off if you want to. All right, we got our man Fisher. A lot of pressure on you, man. If you don't catch this fish.
No pressure.
Yeah. I mean, you're a guest on this boat, and although you probably at this point you may not be aiming for another invite, so it might not matter that much. But look how high the fish is in the water. It's crazy. Keep it tight. I gotta be honest, I don't ever turn the boat at a fish like this, and this is not protocol Wahoo, so I don't know what. I mean, there's a lot of drag on that reel. There's 20 pounds of drag on that reel. So I don't know what. Based on the way we've been going today, it's not likely one would actually bite. Maybe we just snagged one in the back or something. If the fish takes, keep it tight, my man. If the fish takes 30 minutes to catch, then we'll have a show. All right, if I need to slow down or do something different, now you gotta talk to me.
Slow down for just a second.
Okay. Are you tight?
Yep.
That fish has gone down deep. He's gone deep. He's gone down. He's gone under the boat. He's gone under the boat. He's either very big or he's very smart. But he's gone under the boat. Don't worry, the whole day rides on you, man. Just you got two young kids, they're hopes. I mean, they might cry.
This fish is not brought back to the shore.
Yeah, you're right. All right, we're still hooked up, guys. I gotta be honest with you, I've been wahoo fishing a bunch, and I cannot remember a time when I literally had to put the boat in neutral just to gain line on a fish. It's got me hopeful and suspicious. Hopeful that it's a monster wahoo, suspicious that maybe it's something different, but If I give a seminar on catching wahoo, it says never stop the boat, always keep moving. But if I try to move the boat, then we lose line, and we've got 20 pounds of drag on the fish, and that's plenty of drag.
Dad,
That is-
that blueberry.
Yeah, we're fine. Their fish is relatively close, Braden.
It looks good.
And so we're definitely out of the realm of standard protocol. Like I said, we're hopeful, but I'm a little suspicious and worried. I think that's the connection right there to the mono.
Yeah.
This fish is holding tight, man. God,
We got
Strong.
We got mono.
that is a strong fish. Yeah. I see a fish coming in due sideways.
Yeah, same here.
That's what I think we got going.
Where's the fish? I
Gonna-
don't see
Maybe
it.
straight back.
Yeah, that would be about the only other thing that could have happened here. Like I said,
Where? Well, this it came
like I
out.
said, we wouldn't be good enough to actually have one bite the line, so we had to pull long enough to get one to snag. So that would be the reason why the fish is coming in sideways. Now the question is, what did we actually snag?
It's a nice wahoo. I can see his tail and his,
Yeah, that's a wahoo.
see his head bobbing
Yeah,
out.
that's a wahoo. It looked like a big wahoo. It looked like a big tail.
Oh my God.
Tail look like a shellfish tail.
That's not coming in the way you would technically want one to come in.
Dad, I saw his head. It was,
He's deader than George Washington, I can tell you that. He is coming in bobbing like an apple.
Oh, wow.
All right, Braden, grab the Marshtaki gaff.
which one, red or gray?
Yeah, that's a big wahoo, guys.
No, we need red. That was too small.
All right. It is a big fish, but the reason why we're having to stop, this explains it, is because the fish is, for whatever reason, he's foul hooked or wrapped up, but he is coming in straight sideways. That's why we can't make any ground when we're staying ahead. If you hook them by the head, obviously you can keep moving forward and then you just lead them to you, but this fish is just dead weight, dead side. So Fisher's getting the full effect. But it does look like a nice sized wahoo.
Yeah, it looked like a big heavy claw.
We're hoping. Well, he is hooked by the skin in the side. He is not, as I said, it would be unlikely that we could actually get one to bite our lure. This fish is hooked in the side. Hooked in the side. Look at that hook hanging there by the side. All right, Braden, crank. You got to get him in the head. Get him right in the head. Stick him before the hook comes out. Oh, come on, bud, bring him in. Don't turn him up. There you go, pull. Get behind me, pull. Get behind me, pull. 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 Oh! We caught him. Look how stiff he is. Look, he is. Oh my God. I have never foul hooked a wahoo before. Good job.
Good job with the hit.
Angler. Good fish, guys. Don't have to worry about him beating around. Oh, look at that hook. Look, look, look,
Oh, wow.
look.
It was a matter of...
He, like I said, he was probably just swimming.
That's the gaff shot.
He was minding his own business, just hanging out. We snagged him. Good job, boys. Come back, come stand over here. Here. There you go, boys. Get him, boys. Good fish.
This is ATMC TV, your community channel.